and welcome, you cutie puppies. Today we are gonna talk about a topic that is specific for trans women, for trans feminine people, right? Because that is like my expertise. I don't know, right? Anyway, the question I have and want to pose in this video is feeling like a woman versus wanting to be one. And again, that is something that was inspired by the subreddit Ask Transgender. And there's people that are like, am I still trans if I do not feel like a woman, but I want to be one? And I think this is a multiple step progress, right? Process and progress, both at the same time, honestly, but not to be confused with progesterone. That's like a type of hormone you can take at some point, okay? So, number one, if you want to be a specific type of gender, if you have a longing for that, that might be a very strong indicator that you are a trans, okay? It is not 100%. Nobody can tell you that 100%, but it is one of the factors, okay? And the feeling like a woman part is like some people from birth, basically, as soon as they can think, they have this very strong gender identity. They know this is what I am, this is who I am, and nobody can tell me otherwise. But it's very hard, so let's talk about it, because not everybody has that kind of feeling from the very early stages. Some people like only come out like me after 30 years because you apparently are freaking blind to your own feelings and you didn't realize before. That was what it was for me, okay? So, I read all kinds of subreddit and discourse almost daily, and this question comes up so many times. Am I really trans if I only, in quotation marks, want to be a woman but don't feel like one? And like, am I really trans if that question pops up so many times you don't even believe it. And this one has a lot to unravel, so let's talk about it. It is part our upbringing, in my belief, and it is part internalized transphobia. Now let's talk about it. If your whole life you have been told that you are an avocado, you did avocado-y typical things, you did what other avocados did, you identified with them, you are one of them, had avocado friends, the typical avocado activities, you identified with them, and stuff like that. Of course, you knew that oranges existed in the world, but that wasn't you. After all, everybody around you can't be mistaken, right? They all know you are an avocado. How could all of them be wrong? Every single one, right? It has to be you that's wrong? Question mark? Now replace the fruit names with gender names, right? It is the same. If the whole life you grew up for 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, or even 50 years, believing that other people around you are wiser, they are right about you, that it is your truth what they tell you about you, right? It is hard. It takes time, but you will get there. Of course, there's always exceptions of people, like I mentioned earlier, with very strong gender identity from a very early point on, that they are now, I am this, you will call me that, okay? There's nothing against it, right? But it takes courage as well. It takes courage to claim what you are, who you are. Do give it some time. You can start whatever therapy suits you. Get into some trans-friendly circles where you can explore your gender identity, where there aren't people that will say any nasty things about you, right? And slowly but surely claim your identity, because it is indeed your right to claim it. You just need to get ready to do so. Claim it, keep it, wear it, protect it. I've read a blog post recently as well that basically described this process where it is very hard for many people, and you are not alone in this, okay? So many trans people feel this. That it's very hard to claim to other people, to tell them that you are gender X, okay? Because you have been conditioned for such a long time that you are something else. And it doesn't help that nowadays being trans and transgender is like such a hot topic for politicians as well. It sucks, it freaking sucks, and we have to somehow weather the storm until they find something else, right? But yeah, you have to start small. Maybe start wearing like an armband like I have right now. Maybe start wearing a ring, a headband, grow your hair out slowly, start a therapy, maybe get on HRT if that's something you want to do. If you want to get surgeries, get them. If you want to change your name, do that. And slowly but surely, with every single step, You will build up walls, you will build up this tower, and you will climb up the tower until you are standing at the very top on the precipice, and you will shout out to the world, I am a freaking woman and you cannot take it away from me, so shut the hell up right now. Right? That is basically your goal. It can take weeks, months, years. It will very likely take years, okay? Because how will other people believe you if you do not believe yourself first? You will have to get to a space where you are so sure about yourself that anybody can say anything to your face, and the only thing you can say back is like, are you freaking dumb? Do you not have any eyes? You must be like getting ill. Do you need new glasses right now or something? So yeah. It is a multiple step process. And to answer one of the earlier questions, yes, of course you can be trans if you quote unquote only want to be a woman, but don't feel like one, because it is a process. But again, you might not be. But if you watch this video till the very end, and maybe you watch like 3 other ones about trans topics, there's a very high chance you might be. Okay, with this existential crisis, I'm leaving you now. Bye!